Yo, 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 what's good? We are live. Hello and welcome, brothers and sisters, to another video. We have been patient, we have been considerate, we have been waiting, and it's finally here. The new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. The Gojo past arc is here, and I'm psyched. First episode has just dropped, and let me just say, my G, it was straight fire. Straight fuego, my G. However, I don't know who the fuck lied to me. This episode was not 1 hour long, but nonetheless, it was really good. Not gonna lie, not gonna hold you. And the opening song, was a certified banger, already added to the playlist. No cap. So the first half is of course Gojo's past, where we see him in his second year of high school. The other half is gonna be the Shibuya incident. In Gojo's past, we see him together with Shoko, Yeri, the reversed curse technique genius, also Ghetto, ends up becoming that evil, racist cult leader, sorcerer. But what's up with all these anime villains being mad racist? Calling everybody and their mamas monkeys? Nah, my man stole Frieza's whole flow. In the very beginning, we see Ghetto capture this cursed spirit, that's his whole game. He has cursed spirit manipulation. He explains how it basically just sucks to be a sorcerer because you have to sacrifice your life for people who don't give two shits about you. Bro, his curse technique does not make it any easier because listen to me here, bro, listen to me. Every time he captures a spirit, he has to turn them into this little ball, which he has to swallow whole. Hey, yo, pause.
Hey, Ghetto, what that mouth doing?
Sorry, my bad. Bro, this really ain't it. Not only does bro has to get sissy with it, he also mentions that the taste of cursed spirits like a rag that has been used to clean up shit and vomit. Oh my god. Lordy.
Yo, Ghetto, how do you know what shit tastes like? Do you eat ass?
I'm sorry. Man, this is some My Hero Academia drawback he has on his abilities. I will become evil too in a minute, in a heartbeat, if I had to eat shit every single day to save some people who don't even care about me? The fuck? Sign me up. That Eren Yeager guy might be onto something. Kinda spitting for real. What do we need all these people around for? Anyways, we cut to see Utahime and Meimei. By the way, sorry. In my recent opening reaction, I called her Urame. It's another character from the series. My bad. Anyways, we see those two characters on their way to exorcise a cursed spirit, which is located in a mansion. They are sitting in a car, and let me just tell you, the animation is up in this episode. It actually feels like you're sitting in the car with them. But Meimei, as you know, she's all about her bag. Like, she starts talking about raids, bonuses, and how much they can charge for this whole job. And the mansion they are headed to is apparently abandoned. The owner of the mansion also had a restaurant or something like that. All their customers somehow got food poisoning, so they had to close down the restaurant. The owner of the restaurant got so ashamed, so yeah, he kind of smoked himself. Yeah, pretty extreme. I don't know, maybe he turned into the cursed spirit who rolled the rest of the family up in a pack. I'm not really sure. But when they arrive to the mansion, they start looking for the cursed spirit on their Scooby-Doo type beat. And they split up. The number one rule of a horror story is never to split up. But they're white, so they don't know that. Wait, they are actually Asian. Nonetheless, this section was actually pretty cool. Had a lot of dope and extravagant camera angles that made it all very horror-esque. And I just love when JJK does these sort of atmospherical changes. It is partly a horror series, but we follow Utahime in this section, and let me just say, she is funny as hell. Utahime is shook. She starts making noises whenever she busts through the doors. She can't seem to find the spirit anywhere. Meet Meimei, who's like, so you can't find the spirit either. And Utahime was confused because she was like, what are you doing on the second floor? Are you already done with the first floor? And Meimei just looked at her like, this is the first floor, girl. They then found out that the cursed spirit itself had trapped them in some sort of loop. Just thought to myself, wallahi, they are finished. But they figure out that if they somehow both run in their opposite direction at the same time, they might be able to break the loop. And as they started to run, the mansion just started to break down. Apparently it was Gojo who nuked the whole place. Bro did not care about friendly fire. Danger close? Whatever, bro. Man turned into General Shepherd. Tahime was livid though. She started yelling at Gojo. Her spirit they were looking for spawns behind her, but she was saved by Ghetto, who summoned some giant worm-cursed spirit. Oh yeah, we also see Shoko for the first time here, but they forgot to activate their veil so the public could see what happened. And man, they should have brought the special grade sorcerer himself, Ichichi, to solve this one, bro. Principal Yaga, he's tripping. Both of them for not activating the veil and the public actually seeing what happened to the mansion, like there was a huge explosion. And this part that happened next was funny as hell, because Gojo and Ghetto started hooping while discussing their ideas concerning Jujutsu. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like Ghetto got the handles, I'm not gonna lie. Because Gojo snatches the ball from Ghetto and hits a layup. Oh, nah, Ghetto, I really gonna let him do you like that? Gojo then explains how he thinks looking out for the weak is really exhausting. He almost hits Ghetto with the ball. Disrespectful, but like Ghetto James caught that shit easily. Ghetto informs Gojo that rival of the weak is the norm of society, and that also implies for Jujutsu. The strong basically protect the weak. Ghetto, he goes for the shot. Oh, brick. Not gonna lie, Ghetto, you might have chosen the right path because you're not making it through the NBA tryouts. Boy is not hooping.
Hey, watch out, let him shoot! What? I only missed one shot, that does not make me sorry!
Let's shoot!
Bro, I'm feeling pressured, I don't know if I'm gonna hit it
Let's
no
shoot
more.
the ball!
Oh, somebody please guard me. I don't know if I could do this no more, I'm feeling pressured. Oh my god, bro!
Then Gojo Kari hits a half-court shot over the back of his head. Nah, he's doing a dirty Ghetto. It was the last straw for Ghetto because he was like, hey yo, you wanna take this outside, cuz? Wanna take this one to the streets? Like he was really about it. But Gojo was mad disrespectful. He was like, why? Are you feeling lonely? Why don't you just go by yourself? I was like, damn. But they were basically interrupted by Yaga, who was looking for both of them because they had both been assigned a new mission. And this is where it gets interesting. So, in Japan, for there to basically be Jujutsu in the first place, there's a lot of barriers around that basically uphold the flow of cursed energy. One person controlling these barriers, this person is Tengen. No nigga, not the Tengen from Demon Slayer. But this Tengen person has an immortality curse technique. But there's a twist. Every 500 years or so, Tengen has to merge with a new body that is compatible. Because if they don't do this, they will evolve to something other than human. Something closer to a cursed spirit actually. And if they do that, they will possibly become a threat to humanity. And this person that Tengen has to merge with is called the Plasma Star Vessel. And Gojo, man, he's such a weeb because he compares the whole situation to Digimon, which I actually thought was pretty cool because this whole flashback takes place in the early or mid 2000s. So that's where Digimon was still popular together with Pokemon. But Gojo was like, oh, I bet we want Tengen to turn into Metal Greymon. By letting them merge, we can't let Tengen turn into Skull Greymon by not letting them merge. So we have to reset him to Koromon. I was like, rah, a Digimon reference. That's goated, not gonna lie. It was also like, you stupid, bro. Stupid! But it actually makes sense. So their mission is to retrieve the Plasma Star Vessel and escort the vessel back to Jujutsu High, where the merger can find place. And as they both made their way to the Star Plasma Vessel, boy!
What the hell? Oh my god, no way!
Long leg having a Gojo, why the fuck you walking like that? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar looking ass. When Ghetto arrives to the building where the Plasma Star Vessel is supposed to be, he's caught in an explosion, summoned the cursed spirit that protected him. But then he sees a person falling out of the building and they are on the 20th floor. So he jumps out of the building like he's straight out of Fast and Furious, catches the person mid-air, and it seems like it's a little girl. Oh, by the way, there are two groups involved in all of this. There's the cursed user group Q, who apparently wants Tengen to go on a rampage, basically end the whole Jujutsu society. And on the other hand, we have the Time Vessel Association, sees Tengen as a god and doesn't want him to merge with anyone, because then he will become impure in their eyes. So yeah, man, crazy motherfuckers, both groups. Yeah, man, the guy who placed the bomb in the building wants to smoke the girl, so he's about to scrap with Ghetto And Gojo, on the other hand, meets someone who throws knives at him, but they were stopped by his infinity, of course. He's like, hehehe, the infamous Satoru Gojo. Heard you're pretty strong. Let me find out if the rumors are true or not. He's a fucking nutjob. But Gojo doesn't care. He's like, I bet, but only if you follow my rules. The guy was like, what rules? Oh, I don't want to get caught going overboard. So as long as you cry and apologize to me, I won't put you in that pack. Ooh, nah. The disrespect. And cut to two blokes watching the commotion from afar. The guy in the black suit is like, you know, the Time Vessel Association doesn't have the power to fight against sorcerers. But they can pay very well. Because bro, their back is deep. So how about it? You wanna get in on this? Mr. Zenin? You trying to get paid? The other guy who's like, man, cut that bullshit, man. I don't go by Zenin anymore. I took my wife's name. I go by Fushiguro now. And I was like, man, that's what I like to see. A modern man who doesn't stick to the old ways of the patriarchy. And we all know someone else from this story who goes by Fushiguro. But believe me when I say this man right here is about to change the whole world of Jujutsu. He wants all the smoke. And that's where the episode ended. Just say we are off to a great start for this new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. First episode was fantastic, my G. Phenomenal. The animation in the previous season was very good. Don't get me wrong, but you can really see that in this season they are focusing a lot more on the fluidity of the movements of the characters and the environment. And I also just love the overall concepts of this season. We see the ideals between Gojo and Ghetto starting to clash. Kind of funny to look at the timeline of this story because we know in the future there's somewhat of a switch between the two. Because Ghetto starts to adapt Gojo's old philosophy, his old mindset when it comes to Jujutsu, and Gojo on the other hand starts to adapt Ghetto's old mindset and principles concerning Jujutsu and protecting the weak. How all this happens is yet to be revealed. But a phenomenal episode. We got a lot of anime only added scenes, and I like that. It really helps the anime adaptation stand out as its own creation. The way they expand the story with these scenes and moments really helps with the pacing. So overall, well done, Mappa. I really can't wait for the second episode. But yeah, man, that has been it from me for today. And as always, I hope to see every single one of you in my next video. So until then, please take care out there and remember to stay beautiful. Peace.